Hello everyone, this tutorial will show you how to set up, create, and save the panoramic pictures that we are making in class. So the first thing you need to do is open the program that we're going to use, and we're going to be using Adobe Bridge. So we're going to go to All Programs, scroll down until you see Adobe Design Premium CS5, click, and then it should be the first one, which is Adobe Bridge CS5. When you click on that and it opens up, what you need to do is actually find the folder where your pictures are. I've already used the program, so it's saved my folder from the last time, and my folder is actually on desktop. But if you need to get to your home drive, it should be in Computer, Home Drive, and then all of the folders that you have made for class so far. So I'm going to go back to where my pictures are. In class, I tried to explain to you how taking panoramics for this project, you need to overlap the previous picture. So if you can see in these pictures here, this is the ag shop that's right next door to us. So the first picture ends right here with the blue table. My next picture has the blue table still in it, and now I have some of the door. So my next picture, I'm starting to reveal even more of the shop. So each picture has a little bit of the picture before it still in that frame. This is what's going to help Bridge kind of merge these pictures together in Photoshop. So what I need to do is select all of these pictures. So if I click on the first picture and then I hold down Shift, click on the last picture, it will select all of them at once. The next thing I have to do is go to Tools, Photoshop, and Photo Merge. This process is really simple. The hardest thing is taking the pictures. Once you click on Photo Merge, it's going to automatically open up Photoshop for you, and then it will bring up this Photo Merge option. For the very first time, I would say just leave it on auto, but if you'd like, you can experiment with these different types of photo merging. Sometimes your pictures won't merge together and you do have to play around with them a little bit, but for right now, just leave it on auto, click OK, and then Photoshop does all the work for you. So you'll see your pinwheel come up, and then it's going to merge them all into one really long picture. So let's just go ahead and wait here. It shouldn't take too long. After your picture comes up, we'll do a little bit of cropping because you'll see some sections that didn't come through. So here is my really long picture of the shop, all merged together into one picture. Again, this wouldn't work if I didn't overlap my pictures when taking them. So make sure that you understand that. If you don't, you need to come talk to me so I can explain it a little bit further. So the next thing to do is crop. The crop tool is the fifth tool down on the toolbar, which is right here. Once you click on it, you will see the crop tool come up. And what you want to do when you're making your selection is click and hold down and then drag out your selection. But you don't want to get these gray checkerboard areas into your selection. Because if I make this selection and say I drag it all the way down to the corner, you can still see some of these gray checkerboard areas in here. If I save this file, then Photoshop is going to fill that area with white, and then my picture won't look the way I want it to. So if you do accidentally do that and you have some of the gray checkered in there, use the selectors on the edges and click and hold and drag them back in so they are off of there. When you are done, you can either hit enter or the check mark that's right up here, and then it will crop out your picture for you. So here is my panoramic view of the ag structure shop. So now all I have to do is save it. So I'm going to go up to File, Save As, and I'm going to change my format from a Photoshop file to a JPEG, and I can name it Panoramic 1, and make sure you save it to the right folder. Right now mine's on my Action Sequence folder, which is Photography 2, so I'm just going to go to Home Drive and I'm just going to save it in here. Now, if you have the maximum file quality on here, it should be a very large file, which means this probably won't be able to be uploaded into Google Slides, so I'm going to show you how to remedy that situation. So I'm just going to go ahead and click OK, and it will finish saving. And let me close these windows. In order to upload the actual file into the Google Classroom assignment, you will go into the assignment. This is someone else's assignment, so I'm just using it to show you. So you click on Open, you will go down to Add, click on File, click Select Files from your computer, and then you will have to find those pictures. So I'm just going to go to my home drive, select that panoramic, and click Open, and then click Upload. So this uploads the actual file and you can do multiple files, and this way the actual picture will be there and I will be able to see it. Since this picture file is so big, you cannot put it into slides because slides can only handle so big of a file. So that's all you need to do. Let me show you again really quickly how to do this. So you will have Bridge open, and you will select the first and last picture in your set. Go to Tools, Photoshop, Photo Merge, wait for Photoshop to open, make sure it's on Auto for layout, click OK. Photoshop will do all the work for you. And when the photo is done rendering, you will take your crop tool and crop out the checkerboard patterns in the background, so when you save it, it doesn't come out white in the background and make your picture look weird. So now that I have this front of the building section here, I'm going to use my crop tool, make a selection, bring that one up a little bit, hit enter or the check mark, and then all I have to do is save. So I go to File, Save As, make sure I change my format from a Photoshop format to a JPEG, name it whatever you want to call it, Panoramic 2, and then make sure you're saving it to the appropriate folder. When you click Save, it'll ask you how big of a file format you want. You can drag it all the way to the right hand side, click OK, and then you would be all done. All you would need to do is upload the original file to the assignments on Google Classroom. Now, depending on weather, we might go outside to take these pictures, or we'll take them inside if it's raining, but I think the assignment says you need to submit 4 finished panoramic pictures.